Hey, what's up? I'm gonna take you through a quick cars routine. This can be done in under 10 minutes. Right away, we're just get nice and tall, staple one hand to the side. I'm gonna take this arm, I'm gonna wring out the towel. I'm gonna start to bring it across my body. I'm tracing this nice big circle in the air. Here, I'm rotating out and away from me as I reach back to the back of my hand hits my pocket. I'm gonna simply reverse, going back to the same path I came from. I'm always looking for more of this rotation as I go. And as I repeat this for my second one, now that I know what I have, I'm gonna look for a little bit more. So I'm gonna wring out that towel, really look to get as much feeling in this shoulder as I can while I go through this motion. Bringing it back across. We're just gonna do one more. Nice and smooth, take your time. Feel every single part of this motion. Really, really feel yourself rotating that arm bone inside of the joint. Try to get as much feeling inside that shoulder as possible. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Remember, I'm rotating this way, bringing it across, trying to keep my body nice and still while my arm articulates that nice circle in the air. Feeling all of those motions in my shoulder, rotating, bringing it back to here. Should feel my chest stuff here. Should feel myself really reaching for that rotation as I go back. All these things should feel really good. Remember, you just base your amount of intensity or tension that you're creating based on what you're doing. If it's your morning routine, this is nice and light. If it's middle of the day added input, you might be halfway. If you want this to be a training stimulus, you want a little bit more, really drive that tension through that joint. Great, I'm going to neck, so I'm going to staple my hands to the side. Chin to chest, sweep it across collarbone. I look over my shoulder. My chin reaches out and away as I go to the ceiling. Same thing, I just repeat on the other side. I sweep it back across. Nose to ceiling. Good. Just really try to make that cadence smooth. Imagine your chin is drawing that nice big circle in the sky. I'm halfway through rep 2. I'm bringing it back across to finish rep 2. I'm going to do one more. This video won't have a lot of instruction because this is something that we want you to just throw on when you need to access it quickly. Hands across chest. I'm going to round forward. I'm going to rotate. I'm going to side bend, peel my chest open towards the sky. Lean it back to the other side, scoop it back across. Reverse, side bend, extension, side bend again, rotate back to front, reverse. Really, really peel that chest open. Side bend, scoop back to front. Finishing up rep 2 as I go back across, back into extension, back to middle. Last one. Open. Back to front. Reverse. Good. Now we're going to do scaps, shoulder blades, so hands right here. Remember that seam along the middle of your pants. I'm going to come up, roll them forward, drive them down. Drag them across the bottom as I bring them to the middle, towards the back of my head, reverse. Really feel out all that space around your shoulder blade. Going for rep 2. Fingertips towards floor, shoulder blades together, up towards the back of my head. I'm going to reverse. Finishing up rep 2 as I roll the shoulders towards my cheeks. I drive them back down towards the floor. Reverse. Great. Elbow cars. I'm here. So I'm going to pronate. I come up to here. I rotate out away from me. Come back down. Back over. Showing you my palm. Now the back of my hand. One more in this direction. I show you my knuckles. Show you my palm. Rotate out away. I'm bringing out as much of that motion as I can. I'm going to freeze here. Leave it here. Blade of my hand on my shoulders. I say hi to you. I drive it down hard. Rotate out and away. Bring it back up. Out and away. Good. That's pronation to supination. Back to here. I'm going to pronate one more time, and I'm going to end up here. Wrist. I'm right here. Show you my palms. Sweep the pinkies in towards midline. Bring you up to here. point the the fingers away from me as I come back to wrist extension. I sweep it to the outside, show you my knuckles, point them towards the middle, back in, back to flexion, out, extension, finishing up rep 2. Just follow my cadence. Back across for your last one. Remember, the beams of light are that your forearms are shining towards the ceiling. Don't move. Great. Okay, so hip. Everybody knows that the first part is leg up, sweep across. I'm going to show you from the side. So my leg comes up, I sweep it across. I assume hacky sack. I bring it up, rotate it open, internally rotate, sweep it behind. Reverse, out to the side. Stab my foot across, trying to reach that wall. Going for rep 2. Peel it open. Reverse, you feel that butt and that hamstring fire up as you bring it out this way. We got one more. Nice and smooth. Keep it all nice and controlled. Good. Now I'm going to do the other side. Same deal. A deduction, external rotation. This is flexion. I open, rotate and bring it out. I keep my hand here because I want to know whether or not my lower back is moving. And this is a good little marker for me. Sometimes I put it on my rib cage as well. That really tells me whether I'm trying to extend or shift through my the lower part of my spine. And that's usually the first thing that wants to move instead of your hip. Bring it up high, open the gate, internally rotate, sweep it around. Reverse. Good. Now we're going to look at knee. So I'm going to bend my knee. I'm going to rotate my tibia to face the inside. Sweep it out. I'm going to rotate it over. Bring it in. Back over. Out real slow when I rotate here. Good. Squeeze that knee. Rotate it over. Bring it back out. Hold here in external rotation of the tibia. Bring it back out. Internally rotate the tibia. Bring it back. Pointing my toes and my tibia away from me. And then that little bony prominence points in. Bring it back. Out and away. Out again. Back in. Good. Now I'm going to do the other side. Same deal. I rotate my knee towards the inside. Almost straight. Goes to the outside. Heel to butt. Back inside. Out almost straight. Back outside. Inside again. Almost straight. Back outside. Keep it externally rotated. Sweep it back out. Bring it over. Heel to butt. Back out again. Here. Careful on the internal rotation on the extension. Bring it back. Externally rotate. I'm just going to internally rotate on the end one more time. Bring it back. Now, leg straight out in front of you. Squeeze the quad. Push down the gas pedal. Sweep the toes towards the inside. Bring them up and away. Back down. Sweep it back to the beginning. Scoop a nice smooth circle with those toes. Rich and Neil, one of our colleagues, they like to talk about scraping the inside of a peanut butter jar. That works too. Good. Same deal. Remember, I don't want my leg to rotate when I do this because it's my ankle. The reason we lock out the knees so that you don't rotate through your tibia like we just previously asked you to do when we articulated the knee. Going back across to finish rep 1. Circling nice and smooth for the first half of rep 2. Finishing rep 2. Last one. Bring it back around. Good. Quickly. Leg is straight, but I'm not resting weight on it. I'm going to circle my kneecap in a nice smooth circle. 3 times going one direction, 3 times in the other direction. Great. Let's finish up the other side. And it's important that you rest the weight on the other leg because if this leg is trying to support, it's going to make it hard for you to move that kneecap around. Good. And everybody has a different grip they like. So play with the one that works best for you. What's important is that you're moving your kneecap. There you go. All your cars in under 10 minutes. Have a good day.